Everything in the world is going to change.
Paiva Netto.
Article.
Source: Reflection of Goodwill, taken from the book, Sacred Spiritual Guidelines of the Religion of God, of the Christ, and of the Holy Spirit, Volume 1.
As I wrote in the
Folha de São Paulo.
newspaper on February 8, 1987. Soon the biggest names in radio, the press, and TV, and today I would include the internet, summoned by their human survival instinct, will be talking about Christ's prophecies in all seriousness and paying every attention to them. The topics that today are front-page news will be relegated to a secondary spot. Everything is going to change in the whole world, which will evolve having the ecumenical Jesus as the central axis, who presents his words of peace to the world.
A new command I give you. Love one another, as I have loved you. There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. The Gospel of Christ according to John, chapter 13. Verse 34 and chapter 15. Verse 13.
And no longer based on inferior interests. We are living in a time of exceptional transformation. This is the end of the century, of the millennium, and of an apocalyptic cycle, but the beginning of an extraordinary time for this planet. It is like an apple, which, even when it is rotten, has seeds for the future. In this end, the embryo of an entirely new beginning for humanity is throbbing with life. The prejudices that separate human beings will fall away, even the dogmas of science that still exist, as they have always existed. You only have to see that academicism had sustained for centuries the absurd doctrine of geocentrism. And woe betide anyone who said otherwise.
Egocentric geocentrism.
In fact, the geocentric system symbolizes nothing more than an egocentric system, the human being pretending that the universe evolves around his ego. What great ignorance! How pretentious!
The divine leadership of Jesus.
The whole world may collapse because of human error. This is the conscious result of distancing ourselves from the eternal laws. Yet the divine leadership of Jesus endures forever and is recognized for the millennia by those who have had and have
Eyes to see and ears to hear.
At the end of this cycle and the beginning of another, it will be respected worldwide by all humanity. Jesus is coming back. Those whose lives shall see it. The times have come.
José de Paiva Netto.
Is a writer, journalist, radio broadcaster, composer, and poet. He is the president of the Legion of Goodwill, LGW,